This got that my name is the Sportsman Podcast Pies back here again today with me and Aslyn. Now there might be other people joining in, we're not really sure about that. But we thought that we should give you a special Halloween episode of the podcast. Because that just seems like a nice thing to do. Because Halloween is tomorrow, this might either come out today or on Halloween. Either one of those would be fine. Today we're talking about some just spooky stuff, Halloween stuff, and maybe even some FNAF movie stuff that just come out. That's on all of our minds. So without any further ado, let's just start talking. Let's start discussing about things. I guess we should start about the FNAF movie. The FNAF movie was really good.
I don't know why it's like Rotten Tomatoes has done it dirty. It's got like a 28 or something. It's not that bad.
Yeah, I think the problem is that
like Across the Spider-Verse good, but it's still pretty good. I'd say it gets like a high 70 or a low 80.
I think the critics just don't understand, because this movie's made for the fans, so audiences, the critics aren't really, they don't understand it, so they're confused, so they don't like it.
I literally said that, or I don't know if it was not directly, but like people making the movie said the movie was for the fans.
Yeah, it's for the fans. The critics, critics are like, okay, I don't know what this is, and like, that's one of the minor criticisms I do of the movie. You have to be a fan to actually kind of enjoy it, because you won't understand a lot of it. So that's one kind of okay, like, yeah, you could have maybe a little bit better with that, but for what it was, I think it's fine.
See, my parents, they watched it with us. It was me, my mom, my dad, and my brother. My sister was asleep. And me and Cass got most of it. Cass is the one who I was never really into until recently. And me and Cass got most of the references because Cass taught me a lot of stuff. But my mom and dad didn't really understand it. They still enjoyed it, but
yeah. Like, overall, but I thought the movie was really good for what it was. I think there's not a lot of things that I have wrong with it. Not really. I think Vanessa's character is a bit weird, but I think she still was good enough to where it wasn't like, it doesn't drown the movie at all. Could explain a little bit better, like her backstory. That'll probably be for like a sequel, I imagine. That makes sense, in my opinion.
If we're gonna talk about her, we should probably say a spoiler warning for anybody who hasn't seen the movie.
Oh yeah, spoilers. Yeah, spoilers until the timestamp. Skip if you don't want to spoil the FNAF movie. Skip the timestamp if you want to spoil the FNAFs. Yeah, but I thought Vanessa's little twist, I thought it was good. I think it could have been built maybe a little bit more. And, I wish our character was explained a little bit better, but I feel like it's probably for a sequel. They're probably saving that, and that makes sense. But the only other criticism I have is that I wish William Afton got more screen time, because he has around 4-ish minutes, so I wish like maybe 15, 20, but every time he's on screen, it's a blast. That's the best part of the movie, no doubt, is William Afton, Matthew Lillard. It's incredible. And I'm sure with like FNAF 2 and stuff, we'll get more of Springtrap and Matthew Lillard. That's gonna be wonderful. Can't wait for that. Yeah, but overall the family was great. What?
I said, are you challenging me?
Yeah, Shaggy. Yeah, but I just, 8 years was well worth the wait. It was a great, and in my opinion, it's the best video game movie I've ever seen. I think it's been the best adaptation of a video game I've ever seen. I thought it was better than Mario, in my opinion, but I'm not a fan of Mario, so I thought that was a given. I was gonna say that either way.
Nah, but I'd say they're still pretty close. Like, Illumination is like a pretty big company. Bloomhouse isn't small, but they're not big. They're kind of in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Oh yeah, and speaking of Mario and the stuff like that, FNAF is so far the biggest opening for a video game movie ever. So beating Mario's opening, which I think is pretty cool for old Freddy Fazbear. Another thing I want to point out about the movie, the animatronics were just stunning. They were incredible. I loved all the practical effects. That was just amazing.
it's really cool that they didn't use any CGI.
Yeah, especially Foxy, because Foxy is entirely animatronic. Not even a suit, just 100% all the time animatronic, no CGI on Foxy. And so that was impressive.
Yeah.
Seeing Foxy, like, move and hunt was just... It was seeing a dream that I have since, like, 2014 come true, and it was... That movie was just... It was great. It was great. The critics won't think so, but us audience members, we're gonna think it's great. And it is. It is great. If they understood it, I'm sure they think the same thing, but they don't. So, that's not their fault. And of course, in the credits, it teases the puppet, which, I thought that makes sense. It's the puppet. You can't have FNAF without the puppet. So, puppet's probably going to be in FNAF 2.
I saw a theory that, what's his name? What's Mike's brother's name?
Garrett.
Garrett. I saw a theory that Garrett was going to be the puppet.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. One thing I wish to maybe explain a little bit more was Golden Freddy. I understand Golden Freddy, but I kind of wish he was in it more. He's in it less than actually, William Afton is, actually. And, like, Golden Freddy, he feels kind of weird. I like how he just kind of disappears randomly. The animatronic itself, it kind of felt weird. So I hope they kind of explain that a little bit more. I got it. I get it. I think what they're going for is that the ghost of Golden Freddy, like Cassidy, or at least like, presumably Cassidy, isn't just, like, in Golden Freddy. She can, or I guess he can possess Golden Freddy. But he's not just in Golden Freddy all the time. But it was kind of like the weird, where, okay, yeah, I wish you would explain that a little bit more. Maybe use Golden Freddy a little bit more, because he's bringing more to the lore. But still, I like that Golden Freddy was at least included.
I was so surprised whenever Vanessa was like, he's my dad. I was like, what the heck? What is this movie?
I had seen that idea floating around. Like, people were wondering, how's Vanessa going to fit in the story? How does she know so much about the pizzeria? And that was one thing, like, oh, maybe she's Afton's daughter. And like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. And of course, it was a twist. I didn't expect it. And it was a nice twist. I feel like if, as I mentioned, if we got Vanessa's more of her character explained, I would have liked it more. So I hope they do that in the sequel. Explain more of Vanessa and, like, William. And I just hope we get more of William Afton. That's the main thing I want. Because, I feel like you can do so much with William Afton. So, in FNAF 2, or if it's a prequel, whatever you do, maybe have some flashbacks like Fredbear's Family Diner with Afton and like that. I'd love that. I think that'd be great. I'll explain it and stuff like that.
I completely bamboozled my parents because I told them that William Afton, because they were like, why did he instantly try to give him the job when he saw his name? And I thought it was because it was Afton, and so, like, I didn't think that he was William Afton. I thought there was somebody else who was William Afton. So I thought he knew who Afton was, and so I was like, because he's William Afton, or because his last name's Afton, and William Afton killed like a whole bunch of kids and stuff. And then that scene showed up in the movie, and they were like, "What the heck, Aslyn?" And I was like, yeah, I didn't expect this.
Yeah, but I like this scene where, Mike is trying to get a job, and Afton, he's reading his thing, and he stops before he says Schmidt. I like that, because in most movies, you'll just skip over it, and it revealed later, oh, I saw your name was Schmidt, so I wanted to kill like I did your brother back in the 80s. But they let you see Afton, like, realize, go through his head, and I like that. Not a lot of movies do that, and I like that I did that. It lets you, you see it in real time. You see a plan form in real time. He thinks, oh, this is the Schmidt guy. I must be related to that kid I killed in the 80s. Well then, I know what I'm going to do today.
Well, it's completely different from what I thought. What I thought was that he knew William Afton or something, or he knew about him. And so he was like, oh, this guy's insane. We'll just send him there because that's where his dad killed a whole bunch of people. But,
yeah.
It was because he's William Afton. And he killed.
Yeah. At first, the first time it seemed to happen, I thought, ooh, did it say Afton? But I thought, okay, that wouldn't make a lot of sense. As the movie went on, I kept saying, okay, that doesn't make sense. But then at the end, it made all sense. Of course. But yeah, that's really the only thing I want for like with a sequel is like I guess play more of Vanessa, the puppet, maybe a little bit more Golden Freddy, but mainly more William Afton. That's what I want because Matthew Lewis performance as William Afton was great. The highlight of the movie, you can just you can feel the psychotic nature of William Afton through Matthew Lillard. You can just feel it, and it's incredible. Yeah, so I hope we get more of Willie A. I really hope we get more of him. I guess the Springlock scene we could talk about. I thought it was great, personally.
Mad because it wasn't like super gory, but first of all, it's PG-13, and you gotta think it's crushing his organs, not like pushing and like they're just squishing him. They're not like actually going inside of him. So,
Yeah.
they're probably in a little bit, but seeing how it's PG-13 and like all that stuff, it's probably it makes sense. Like if your arm gets crushed, yes, there will be blood, but it's not like it's gonna be spatting out.
Yeah. Like so far we've got like
flat.
3 Springlock scenes in the franchise: the FNAF 3 minigame, the books, and now the movie. And of course, in the minigame, it's a minigame. There's no sound, but it's just it happens all at once. All the Springlocks go off at the same time. Big splatter of blood. The books, the same thing basically. And I think I like the movie the best because it is a more realistic approach. And it happens one by one, so I think it's more effective. We get to see it one by one. We still get to realize what's happening as the first Springlock goes off, and the next one, and then the next one. I like how William doesn't scream. I think that makes sense because one of the parts about the Springlock is that if you struggle, it'll make it worse. So because William designed these, he knows that don't scream, don't struggle. You can tell he's in pain, obviously, but he doesn't scream. He puts on that mask.
He's not screaming, but he's like grunting. You hear him go, oh.
Yeah. And I feel like some people are bringing up how when it's weird for him to say "I always come back," which I don't think so. A lot of people are saying that's weird because how would he know? He hasn't died before. But I think he knows because the kids possess the animatronics. I think he's pretty much guesses that he's gonna possess the Spring Bonnie suit. I think that makes sense.
And he does because it
exactly.
The whole come find me thing in the credits.
Yeah. So
See, I knew we should have. We saw the part where Balloon Boy showed up in Corey's taxi car. But I was like, we should watch all the credits just see if there's anything else. And oh, that's only Marvel movies. I knew we should have done.
Yes, people think either that's Springtrap or the puppet saying that. I think either one of those makes sense. Honestly, either Springtrap or I guess William and the puppet. Both of those make sense in my opinion.
Well, which one makes more sense is the question.
I think the puppet. I think if we're going with the idea that Garrett is possessing the puppet, I think it's saying Mike, oh, come find me. I think that makes more sense. Yeah, I think that makes more sense generally. But it could be William still. I think that. But yeah, either one of those is a valid theory, a valid theory.
I mean, the voice sounded pretty deep. It wasn't super high pitched. So
yeah,
it's possible that it was William.
But here's another thing, okay? Before the voice starts speaking it, you can briefly hear the puppet's music box. So there's one thing. Number 2, those voice little bits are from one of the minigames FNAF 2, which is all about the puppet. So I think that kind of points, this is probably the puppet. I think that makes sense. But getting back to the Springlock scene, I like it because it shows that William has it shows the mind of Afton. He kind of accepts it and just accepts that he's gonna be this undead creature inside the Spring Bonnie suit. I like that. Yeah. It's neat, As I mentioned, them going off one by one is more impactful than it having all at once, in my opinion. It happens more slowly, so you get to be a part of it more. I think. I need to do a video essay on that because it's not really other movie that actually changed from the games is that having the Springlocks go slowly and then all at once. I like that. I love that actually. So what more? There's not really a lot I'll say about the FNAF movie. We thought it was great, really good, solid, and I can't wait for the sequel.
I I literally just saw this video like maybe 5 minutes before the podcast started. It was like an actual like employee's account. Like they had an official tag and stuff saying they were working for Bonham, and it was a puppet animatronic.
Ooh.
Yep.
Puppet.
I'll see if I can find it real quick.
First, rumors that the FNAF 2 is already in pre-production. That makes complete sense to me. This movie it's been smashed at the box office. It already made back its budget before it was even released through all its like Peacock, like deals and stuff. So it already made back its budget before it was released. They were gonna make a steal no matter how bad the critics said it was. This movie's making bank at the box office. It's breaking records. So I think a sequel makes complete sense. They're gonna get that as soon as possible. And yeah, I just can't wait for more FNAF. Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, I just.
I would be.
It's possible that it could be fake, but it's also possible that it could be real. So you never know.
Yeah, I think the puppet looks a bit weird compared to like the Jim Henson Company's like their standards, and also there's a mini arena beside it, which for all you guys who don't know the lore is in such a location. So that's kind of weird to have playing FNAF 2 being FNAF 5. So I think that's weird. Unless they're gonna mix the games, but I don't think I don't think they do that. That'd be too much, I think. So
It could just be fan made, but it's possible.
I'm on the.
Maybe it's just like a prototype.
Yeah, I'm on the hunch that this is a fake, but I wouldn't be surprised if I thought that it's real. You know? Oh my gosh, now we can start discussing about some Halloween, since that's tomorrow. What will you be doing for Halloween, Aslyn?
I'll probably... We're gonna go trick-or-treating tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna wear my costume tomorrow, because even if I can't, I'm gonna... It's cold enough to where I can just wear clothes under it, and then if I need to take it off, I can. I'm going to Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Okay. But... Yeah. And then we're gonna go trick-or-treating.
Personally, I'm not gonna go trick-or-treating. I haven't went trick-or-treating since like 2019. I'm just not really interested in it anymore. But I'm gonna go see the FNAF movie.
Again?
Yeah, again. I'm gonna see the FNAF movie again. I can't wait to see the FNAF movie again in theaters. It's gonna be an experience. Then, depending on how I like it the second time, I might go see it a third time. That's a strong maybe. But I will watch it on Peacock at least once. And then, yeah, so I'm gonna go see the FNAF movie. I'm gonna wear my Halloween costume tomorrow, which, Rick Astley. That's pretty cool. Yes, that's...
Like, he's temporary guy.
What?
I think you should. I think you should try... No, I think you'd have to bleach your hair for it to work. But it's possible. I said you should, like... Try and see if you can find some temporary dye.
Well, actually, I got a wig.
Oh, you got a wig? Okay, that's
yeah.
Good.
I have it right now. I'll do some ASMR with the packaging. There you go. I know you guys can't see it on the screen, but I'm holding my wig right now. It's pretty bustin' through for like no cap. Yeah, so Halloween, it's gonna be pretty good. I might make a video, it all depends on when I get back from the FNAF movie. I guess that really all depends. So I want to make this video today instead of actually on Halloween, so, you know, I would have time to edit it and stuff. Yes, this might come out on Halloween, maybe not. We're not sure. Yeah, so far, Halloween looks like it's going to be a big success this year for everybody. Let's look how it's flow. What are you going for Halloween? Are you going trick-or-treating? And if you're not, what are you doing this Halloween? Someone said they're going to go see the FNAF movie again in my comments on my community posts. So have fun with that. And, but let me know what you guys are doing. What you guys do for Halloween? We'd love to know. Okay, here's a question. What's been your favorite costume from, like, past Halloweens?
Um, let's see. I don't remember all the costumes.
Yeah, of course not.
But I remember a couple. I think it was like 6 or 7. I was a ninja. That one was pretty cool.
Ooh.
I think it was like my 8th or 9th birthday. Not birthday. I was like 8 or 9, and I went to the store. I even had like a glow up lantern or nightlight that was Thor's hammer. I almost fell down. You know those like those things at parking lots, the like things that go down to the sewers.
Yeah.
I almost fell down one of those.
Oh,
Actually,
dang.
I did fall down. My dad caught me before I slipped all the way down.
Oh, some Pennywise action, just saying.
Yeah.
Let's see. For like...
I've been...
You continue.
I'll just quick fire through these. I was, no, I was Bowser for 1 year. I think I was 11, and I went as the 11th Doctor Who Doctor. It's like Doctor Who's just fire. I went as an artist, just like a stereotypical one. When the first year I moved here in 2021, I didn't go to anything last year. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can remember.
Remember like the first...
Obviously.
Oh, okay. Like the first 4 or 5 years I went trick-or-treating, I went as like either Woody or Buzz. I kind of switched between the two. Those were pretty cool. 1 year I went as a Ninja Turtle, Leonardo. I still remember that costume. That was a nice little costume. Freddy Fazbear 1 year. That was nice. 1 year, it was on Halloween. I didn't have the costume, so I just went to the Dollar General and picked out a mask and a cowboy hat, and I was a ghost cowboy. That was pretty exciting. 1 year, 2019, I went Jack Skellington, but it was raining, so I actually couldn't go. That was really sad. That's probably the best costume I've ever had, period. I love that thing. And then, no, that was in 2018, because 2019 was last year I went trick-or-treating. I dressed up as Chucky, yeah. And then, let me see.
I just sent Ty and Austin's Halloween costumes.
Oh, they're busting. Just so the audience knows, Austin's going as an alien, and Ty is a pea shooter from Plants vs. Zombies.
Well, Austin, he's going as an alien carrying himself.
Yeah, if you guys saw those like in big inflatable suits with like aliens, they like it looks like you're like it's you, but it looks like it's like carrying you. If you guys don't know what it is, I'll put a screen up. I'll put it up on the screen right now. Picture of one of them. They're pretty cool. Yeah. So like last year I went trick or treating. Like the last year I did trick or treating, I went as Chucky. And then I haven't really dressed up since 2019. I decided to dress up this year because I realized I could dress up as Rick Astley. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's brilliant. I'm gonna do that. And I'm not going to trick or treating. I'm going to. So I'm probably going to just be dressed as Rick when I'm watching the FNAF movie again, which is that's interesting.
You're going to wear it to school? Because you could.
Oh yeah, I could. I want to do a costume that I could, because like our school for some reason they have allowed us to wear Halloween costumes in the past before, but for some reason recently they haven't been allowing that in the past few years. So I'm going to choose a costume that I can still like wear because like it's fancy clothes with an orange wig.
You know how I wear suits a lot.
Yeah.
They let me wear it even not on Halloween. I wear suits a lot for anybody that doesn't know. And like so if you're basically just wearing a suit.
Yeah.
That's what Rick Astley wears. So it should be fine.
It should be completely fine.
Something like Ty or Austin's would be a little bit over.
Yeah.
School.
But like I already pretty much wear suits at least once a week, and that sounds like I'm one of those extra kids, which I am. But yeah, this suit's like the only thing that's different from like every other day that I wear is the orange wig, and that's not enough to like, oh, you can't wear that, mister, that's illegal. No, that'll be fine. I'm positive. Like, why? No, they're not gonna do that. That's not a thing.
You already heard my plan. But there was, like, it was literally just a random day. It wasn't even a pajama day. They don't allow that anymore. And they wore a onesie just like mine, but it was just like a reindeer or something. So I don't see why I couldn't wear mine.
Exactly. So I want to make sure I got a costume that was still a costume, but like I could still wear to school and stuff. So that's Rick Ashley is perfect for that. Everyone knows that is famous costume, but it's not really a costume. It's just basic clothing with a wig. That's pretty much what that is. So yeah. Again, let's not cost a little ways when it's for Halloween. We'd love to know. I imagine a lot of Freddy Fazbear's, Wednesday Addams, Barbies, Kens. That's been a big thing this year.
Skibbity toilets.
If you're going to Skibbity Toilet, let us know. We'd love to know.
Don't let him know. I don't want any part in that.
So you're going trick-or-treating this year, correct, Aslyn?
Yes.
Let me know if you see any...
Not like trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
Not trick-or-treating, because I don't live in a neighborhood. We literally have like 3 neighbors, and that's it.
Let me know if you see any Skibbity Toilet costumes. It saddens me there's gonna be one out there. One in the world. There's gonna be Skibbity Toilet. That's sad. Anyways, if you guys find Skibbity Toilet...
Last year, Sylvia saw somebody who went as... I think it was Walter White.
Yeah, I remember that. Walter White. It was like a little kid, too.
Ty went as Jesse, I think. And he even had a bag of crushed up Giant Ranchers to pretend it was...
Special Blue Rocks.
Yeah, Special Blue Rock.
Yep. Definitely what we mean there. Definitely not censoring the word because YouTube is too restrictive. Anyways. Moving on. Okay, something I want to mention that it's just about me mainly, but I still wanted to mention it. The other day, or actually yesterday, as of filming this, I got to see Number for Christmas in theaters for its 30th anniversary. On the 30th anniversary, actually, so October 29th. And it was just a magical experience. There's something so different about seeing a movie that you like love and has watched for so many years on a theater screen. I never had that experience before. I've came close to many movies, but they just had not shown their theater because our theater is not a mainstream theater, so they don't show a lot of stuff like Jurassic Park, Coraline, which are both re-released this year, which they did not show. But they showed Nightmare. I saw that, and it was just a great experience. I loved it. It was incredible. Seeing Jack Skellington on the big screen was just something that I'll never forget.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can try and get it. My parents said that they would go take me to see it in theaters, but only if I invited Kelsey. So I'm gonna see if I can see if she'll come with me.
We will let you guys know who that is. That's personal. You guys can imagine. Just think about it. We'll never tell you. We'll never tell you who that is. But you guys can think.
We could, but it's yeah.
You guys can ponder. Yeah, so it's still showing. I've only checked out November 1st, so I haven't checked any since then, but I'm pretty sure it's showing for a while. So you could probably, yeah, so if, there could be a theater near you that's still showing Nightmare Before Christmas if you haven't seen it already. You might get a chance to see that on the big screen, so, I would check, because you might still be able to get one.
Showing at our theater until Thursday.
Okay.
And Wednesday the last 2 days.
I see.
That sounds alright. And then they're not showing anything for like 2 weeks, I think, besides the Trolls movie.
Yeah, how great. Let me see. What could we discuss? Let's find out. Oh yeah, here's something that was interesting. Last time on the podcast, we talked about Michael Myers and how he was in a bidding war. People were trying to get the rights to the Halloween franchise, and someone has got the rights to the Halloween franchise, and I don't remember who that is. Let me look that up. But I remember that basically the person that or the company that bought Michael So they're gonna make a cinematic universe out of the Halloween franchise, which I don't understand, but okay.
The HCU.
The Halloween cinematic universe. Yeah, okay, I can't find who bought it, but someone bought it. You guys look up for yourself. Someone bought the rest of the Halloween franchise. Yeah, so I don't understand how you can do that. How are you gonna make a Michael Myers cinematic universe? It's pretty much just Michael. I mean, you have Halloween 3 seasons of The Witch. You don't really have anything else in that universe, so you just have Michael Myers. Like, what are you gonna do there? I don't understand that. I don't get it. If they can do it, I'll be up for it. But if they can't, then I just don't see how they can do that. Honestly, like, what do you do with Michael Myers in the cinematic universe? I don't get it. What do you do? It's just one character. Oh yeah, here's something that I can't believe we haven't mentioned already. Jack Skellington and Michael Myers being added to Fortnite. That's pretty darn cool in my opinion. Guys, I don't really play Fortnite, and I was going to until I realized, oh, that's not on the App Store anymore, or mobile at least. How dare you, Epic Games? But yeah, the one thing Jack Skellington was what got me. Michael Myers is cool. I like that he's in Fortnite, but Jack Skellington's what got me to almost play Fortnite, and I would have, but I can't. That's saddening. But I think that's cool. That's close to like official like Disney made character we've got in Fortnite. So there's not even get more Disney characters like Woody and Buzz. Because as I mentioned last episode, they're added to Fall Guys, and Fall Guys Epic Games owned by the same company. And I joked last time about them being added to Fortnite. Now it's a general possibility. So I'm just saying I predicted the future. When Woody Buzz comes to Fortnite, you better just go to my channel, type in the comments, wow, man was right all along. We never knew it. Yeah, so I can't wait till that happens. This is gonna be amazing. Yeah, so Michael Myers just goes in Fortnite. It was interesting. I didn't expect it, but it was a nice little surprise. A nice little surprise. And apparently Jessica was also at the Rocket League, which I didn't really care about. I don't play Rocket League. I don't really know much about Rocket League, but Jack Skellington was in it, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I wanted to watch The Nightmare Before Christmas yesterday at home, but my parents were like, "It's a Christmas movie." And I was like, why? Because it takes place during Christmas.
There's so much I don't like about that statement.
And so I responded with, oh, they also said, they only put it in the Halloween movie section because he's a skeleton. Do they not know any of the movie at all? He's literally the Halloween, or he's the Pumpkin King. He's the equivalent of Santa, but for Halloween. By that logic, I could say that, I don't know, Toy Story is a Christmas movie. I told you about this.
Yeah, at breakfast, you did.
It's so stupid. Like,
yeah.
They were like, you can watch it whenever you want, but you don't have to, we're not gonna watch it until after Christmas.
Like, saying that is like saying that, oh yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home's a Christmas movie, because the end is Christmas. Same equivalent. Yeah, that statement's just wrong from Aslyn's parents. I'm just saying, factually proven by the director, he only saw Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare is a Halloween movie. It's a fact. That's not an opinion, it's a fact. It can be watched at Christmas, and it can be enjoyed, but factually, it is a Christmas movie. So I don't want people saying, this is obviously a Christmas movie, it just makes sense. No, the opening song is called This Is Halloween. What more do you want? There's so little Christmas in The Night Before Christmas that it's the only thing, like, if it wasn't for the title, it wouldn't be a Christmas movie. Straight up, because there's like...
Yeah, they were like, it's the Nightmare Before Christmas. And I was like, so?
Yeah.
The title, it's literally just The Nightmare, which is Halloween before Christmas. Obviously referring to the night before Christmas or Christmas Eve.
Exactly. It's like... whatever. Moving on. Well, I guess we can end the video here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the podcast. We talked about some good stuff, mainly the FNAF movie, but hey, we gotta get off our minds. So we guys enjoyed some Halloween special podcast episode. We talked about some spooky stuff. And, we'll be back again, I guess sometime in November with the next podcast episode. What you guys enjoyed, I don't know where this is going. Yeah, happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween. Have a wonderful trick-or-treating experience. If you're not trick-or-treating, just have fun doing whatever you're doing. I will have fun watching the FNAF movie once more. Aslyn, do you have anything to say before we end off the video?
Don't do drugs. Happy Halloween. Always check your candy before you open it, because you never know when a hot dog could roll out of it.
Yeah, you never know, guys. Words of wisdom from Aslyn. Never know when a hot dog will roll out your candy. Check for hot dogs. It's a very common occurrence, guys. I'm just saying. Bye, guys, for now. Bye-bye, Scarlet and Thacker.